You're live.
Okay. So, hi everyone. This is
Hello. Yeah,
I'm
we're live.
Chfou. It's gonna be my second run in this marathon, and I'm gonna run Not a Hero. And game is really condensed, and I need to focus a lot. So HN is gonna do the commentary for me.
Hey. And hello everyone, it's Etienne's, who's running Fury earlier in this marathon, but this time this will be for the commentary of this. Epic Games, Not a Hero. And this will be the 100% category, if I'm right? Yeah?
It's gonna be the 100% category, so we're gonna go over all those 21 levels and doing each main mission, which is just the one written under the title of each level, and all 3 optional missions as well. So we're gonna know if we have done everything by seeing the global Megalord rank at the end of each level. And just before starting, to show you what this game is all about, I'm gonna show you the only briefing I can show you, which is the one for the first mission.
Yeah, because at every single beginning of at the beginning of every single day in this game, so each day is a level itself, there is a pretty insane briefings of Bunny Lord, who's need to be the mayor of this towns to save the world at the end of the games, and to win the elections, you have to fight the crime with this fun club. It's not a fan club, it's a fun club. The fun club of Bonnie Lord. And all of the protagonists of this fun club. And you have to choose a protagonist. You have to choose a character at the beginning of each day. And Chfou will mainly use 2 of them. So as you see, yeah,
I'm gonna use Mike
so funny.
and Kimi, and you will see why for each of.
Yeah, we'll explain that during the run itself. So you want a countdown, Chfou?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. In 5.
4.
You ready?
Yes, I'm gonna do the countdown.
Yes, 5.
5, 4, 3,
3,
2, 1, go.
And good luck. Even if there is not a lot of luck, to be honest, in these games, because all is pretty scripted, as you will see. So first of all, Chfou actually plays Mike, one of the 2 characters we'll use during this run. Why we're using Mike? Because Mike is very fast as sliding, as you can see. And when he slides, he can tackle enemies. And when he tackles them, he can also cancel the tackle a little bit earlier to make a quick executions of the enemy. And the good things about executions, they are silence. You can stay hidden when you did this execution. And there we go, Global Megalord, because he successfully did all of the sub-quests in these levels. You can see it's pretty simple. At the bottom left, you have the life bar of Mike, of the character. You have the main quest you have to do, kill all of the mobsters. And you have all of the side quests you have to do, and for the 100% you have to complete all of the side quests. That's very important. If somehow Chfou messed up and didn't complete one of the side quests, he definitely have to redo the entire level. So yeah, it's a huge time lost. Here we go for the second day. Honestly, the first week, the first 7 days are pretty straightforward. Normally it only takes them 3 minutes. So
5, yes.
If everything's going well, to be. So about other specificity of Mike. So as we said, he's very fast at sliding, but he also have a shotgun. As you can see, shotguns only at the bottom right. Shotguns only have 2 ammo, yeah, and you have to reload when the shotgun is empty. So it's the main problem of Mike is very slow when you reload. You're vulnerable for something like 1.5 seconds when you reload, so you have to be really careful when you're doing that. But the shotgun is pretty damn powerful, because when you hit an enemy with that, you have a huge knockback and also push all other enemy behind him. So it's a very useful weapon. The problem is it's making a lot of sound, so it's warn every other enemies. So because the execution of Mike is way more faster, we prefer to using that. And here we go for the second character, mission specifically, Kimi. So instead of Mike, Kimi will be used mainly when you have to deal with special weapons. As you can see, the very last mission of this day is use all the special weapons. And the good things about Kimi is this special weapons is the katana. And the katana is a one-hit KO when you touch an enemy, so it's very useful. And there we go. That's global Megalol once again. And yeah, because of that, when you have subquests with special weapons, it's very useful to use Kimi because she's very fast as with this katana. And instead of in the difference, Mike have grenade or Molotov as a special weapon that's not as useful and as fast as the katana itself. Another good things about Kimi, it's she can shoot during an execution, and that can save you lots of times and help you in many situations when two enemies are very close one to another. So about the game itself, you have to navigate in these 2D levels and broke some glasses. A good thing, an important thing about these games, you can die by making a huge fall. You have basically you can basically die by making a big fall.
If you fall above if you have 2 floors between the floor and you just die from damage.
Yeah, but things about that's this distance, this eye, is reset when you broke glasses on when you touch the ground. This is why sometimes you can see Chfou quickly down in every single floor, but just by breaking the glasses, just to reset this eye.
I just reset here because I missed the kill streak objective. There's not enough enemies on the second part of the map to do this, so I had to do it in the first part.
Yeah, it's in every basically as I said earlier, every single subquest are scripted. They are never changed, and for kill streaks, like kill 6 kills in 12 seconds in these levels. Normally there is some clear spots when you have to doing that, and if that's not make it successfully, especially for example at the beginning of this levels, it's way faster to just reset and redo the entire level. So here are some scripted part with Benidor dealing with one of the Cade of the Crown. And there we go, incoming the sweat.
The correct sweats are paid by that crime lord named Bogdan Nagasov. And he's just a bad guy, so since our goal is to kick the crime in the butt, that's what we did.
And here we go, and you just take 2 hits instead of 20, so that's done. So yeah, one of the most difficult kill streak to make is the kill streak you have to kill 6 enemies in 8 seconds. It's in one of the. This is probably one of the hardest sub goals to do during this runs. So now we just saw at the bottom right an upgrade for the weapon of Kimi, the Fat Boy. So Fat Boy make some explosions when you use your weapons, as you can see. That's very useful to deal to have area of effect of your basic weapons. And another good things about the basic weapon of Kimi, it's she have a lot of ammo. Yeah, it's one of the character when you are very fast at reloading, and also don't have to reload too much because you have a lot of ammo. But the problem is, the main problem of this weapon, it's not precise at all. There is a big corner when you shoot with Kimi. So yeah, Kimi is basically a very close range fighting character. So not the easiest one to handle. But typically one of the fastest one to deal to use when you can use special weapons like the katana, and when you have to use with grouped enemies. And then we are back with Mike and this mighty shotguns. So here we're using Mike to complete this quest, especially because there is some specific times when we can reload very safely. like here, for example. Because in these missions you have to put up the poster, and when you're doing that you can also reload your shotguns if you want. So yeah, this is why Mike is also pretty useful in this missions. And by the way, about the ladders in these games, you're basically invincible when you are in ladders, but there is a big things can happen. If an enemy waiting you at the top of a ladder, that can be you can be in trouble, because there is a moment or a pretty small window when an enemy can hit you at the moment you spawn on a new floor. And that can be a huge trouble, especially when you have the missions to don't get it at all. That can be a huge reset. That can be a huge problem. Yeah. So in these missions, we have to save hostage, and here, as you can see, no hostage have to die to complete these missions. So it's very important to enter in the rooms in the correct way. Because if the enemy, for example, if an enemy faces you and saw you, they will instantly try to kill the hostage. So you definitely have to be careful in some rooms to coming up on the back on the enemy. So this is why, as you can see, Chfou move without any hesitations between each rooms. But the first things you have definitely to do to optimize your timings in not a hero is your routing in every single levels, because doing all of the things in a very precise order make you the optimize and have the optimized way to complete all of the sub-quests, and of course to reach the end of the level. That's always an helicopter or a car when drive by Bunny Lord, who waiting you when you are finished your mission. As you can see, we saw the special weapon of Mike, the Molotov. Useful sometimes, but honestly not as useful as the Katana. But here we have some free Molotov, so definitely you have to use it.
Oh. Each crate has the different special weapons depending on the straight of the crate.
Yeah.
These are Molotov, nades, mines, exploding kittens.
So yeah, about the first things, of course, we have to be sure is which character is the fastest one for each single levels, and it's up here. Kimi and Mike, I will definitely do that correctly, are basically the two fastest character in every single situations. Mike, especially for this silence, for the shotgun, this silence execution, pretty useful to deal one room after another. And the things that if you manage correctly your reload, the shotgun is so powerful that make you the life way easier, and the slide is very fast. And Kimi especially for the opportunity to shoot during executions, and also to have to the katana was one of the most useful special weapons. Another things we have to speak about is critical hits. For the moment we don't have any quest with that, but making certain critical hits with weapons, that's happened sometimes, but there is a way to pull off a critical hits by 100% just by cancelling a slide, for example with Kimi, immediately in front of an enemy, and that's pretty useful, for example, to deal with the problem when an enemy waiting for you on the top of a ladder. So there is things like that, and once again the Fat Boy, no, that was not the Fat Boy, that was the another upgrade, the High Cap. So High Cap, if I'm right, double your ammo. So right now Mike have four hits of shotguns. That's pretty insane, to be honest. So here, and now the speed load. The speed load, it's one of the best upgrades you can have with Mike, because as we say, the main weakness of Mike is the reload timing. Very slow, but with the speed load we can reload so fast that Mike can basically deal with any single situation with the shotguns. Okay, you have to find and kill the dealer.
Another thing about the cap is For automated weapon, it also doubles the rate of fire. Just as a
just
more
at the,
explanation.
as we said, those upgrades are pretty insane. In, for example, the upgrade of the basic weapon is pretty insane on Mike because the shotgun is already pretty strong. And we are back with Kimi.
As you can see,
Ow,
an
damn it,
enemy
he
is
gets-
standing on top of the door, and
There we go.
I just spawn on the door. I get punched automatically, except if I'm buffering the katana, and instead I get a katana shot instantly.
This is why Kimi is pretty useful to deal with enemy that's waiting to you at the top of a ladder. So as we saw, Chfou instantly failed the very first missions because of that, because you have to don't get punched in the entire missions here, because we're beginning to be on serious missions right now, when reset can be pretty dangerous because the mission begins to be pretty long. Okay.
It's fine.
That's fine.
The level is over. Once I get past the van, the level is finished. I can just have no way to.
There's no way to die here. Basically, because I didn't speak about that, but you're invincible. You're 100% invincible. You have iframes during sliding. This is why this is what the main things about these games is to handle sliding correctly. This is the very first steps when you have to deal with the speedruns is to handle how to slide correctly, tackle enemy. Some enemy cannot be tackled, to be honest. And to deal with them, they will, for example, dodge you as samurai, that we will show them later, or ninjas. But that's always useful to make them losing times. So in this levels, we are against Upgrade. Upgrade is this guy with the yellow glasses, and is basically an auto-scroller, sort of auto-scroller, because you cannot pass through Upgrade. We saw him just here at the right of the screen.
So the reason we can't shoot him is because you have everything proof vest, and we just need to make it go to the bottom floor.
Because the only guy who have weapons to deal with this. Oh damn it! Yeah, you get.
And just bunny lord is when waiting on the basement. Because he has an anti-everything proof gun. That's why he can kill him.
Exactly. See, this is why this level is a pretty it's like an auto-scroller bunny force. Yeah, that's basically most of the people mention Bro Force when they saw Not a Hero. Honestly, it's a kind of different games, and to be honest, it's more readable than Bro Force in my opinion. Even if the lore of the games is way different. Pretty funny, of course. Honestly, if one of the funniest thing in these games is all of the briefing at the beginning of the games, but unfortunately it's a speedrun, so we will not see it. We will not spoil it. But the briefing is definitely something you need to see. We are getting close to the end of Upgrade.
And one of the major issues in this game is if you die at any point in the level, you have to go to do the entire level again. And all the mission as well.
No checkpoints.
That's why I got it there. Enemy spawns on the top floor, on the upper floor, and I couldn't react fast enough to kill them before they kill me.
Yeah, this is why you have to. This level with Upgrade is one of the longest, and also you have to be really careful during this entire level to don't have to redo all of the things, because no checkpoint at all.
And now we have samurais, and samurais are the worst, because if they touch you, you die.
Yeah,
Fine.
like they have a katana, so katana is always a one-hit KO. But the bad things also about samurais, if you try to tackle them, they will just jump and dodge you. So you have to be really careful against them. So here, Chfou, I have to be really careful about a weird bug in the games. Okay, that's fine, because you see there is a missions kill everyone's, but even if you kill everyone's and the missions is about to get validated, if you complete the levels too soon before the subquest is validated, that will not consider that you kill everyone. You have to wait that the mission itself was completed. That's a weird bug, so you can basically finish the levels without the mission completed, even if you kill everyone. So yeah, it's pretty weird. We have to spend tiny seconds to waiting to be sure that the missions successfully understood and that the game is successfully understood that you already kill everyone. So yeah, speedrunners are too fast for this game itself. So incoming for one of the levels that you have to be really careful about things here, because yeah, you have to wait for the helicopter. There we go. So as we said, earlier in this game, you're basically invincible during when you are in ladder. So here what Chfou is, he just deal lots of damage to the helicopter, and at the moment the helicopter shoot at him, he go into the ladder and he's basically invincible. And here we go.
It was close. I missed a couple of shots. I wasted a couple of shots just before, and that made me not having enough ammo to finish the helicopter, but that's fine. I need to change character there. Went a bit too fast. We need Mike for the next 3 levels and then Kimi for the last 2.
Yeah, once again we are switching to...
And using Kimi on the previous level is mostly because of the helicopter at the end, because it takes 10 hits for Kimi to take down one phase, and if you do this 4 times, the helicopter explodes.
And yeah, and because as we said, Mike, even if the shotgun is pretty strong on a very quick DPS, for a longer phase of DPS, the UZ of Kimi is way more worth.
Yeah, UZ and Katana as well.
Yeah.
The combination of the two makes you can kill a lot of people without any downtime most of the time.
So here you have to be a speedrunner to make the 100% here, to finish this level under 160 seconds. But honestly, there will be no problem at all. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's
the main
problem. I take it. Because Mike has a shotgun. If he shoots the door blows up and he slide on the floor. He can tackle people. And I managed to tackle the SWAT guy who was climbing up the stairs somehow.
Yeah. Tackle enemy is very useful, because that's definitely stun them for multiple seconds, and in combinations to the executions, this is one of the easiest way to deal with an enemy without any ammo, first of all, and with Mike with a silent skills that's avoiding you to getting triggered by other enemies, like he did right now. You see, no other enemies actually run at him. Right now, everyone's here at him. Ooh, only 1 HP.
No, it's good. It's fine.
Oh yeah, we didn't speak about that also. How to recover HP in Not a Hero. That's pretty important. If you lose HP during the levels, making an execution is like Doom. You recover HP. So yeah, the games invite you to play as many times as close combat as you can, because yeah, making executions recover you HP, and basically is one of the strategy to be fast at some levels, because sometimes Chfou just throw himself into bullets just to win times. Execute someone to recover a little bit of life and continue this path. So now you just have to reach the exit, and here we go.
And also,
that's-
you recover 1 tick of health each time you tackle someone, which is really useful if you are somewhat overwhelmed with enemies. You manage to stun someone with a tackle, you get back 1 life.
Alright. As we saw, the shotguns is so useful once a couple of enemy run at you. Instead of the Uzi, use probably way less precise. Because here, for example, at this level, there is no special weapons, so that's why Mike is better. Take care about this ones. You have to in this missions. You have to rescue Bunny Lord. So, and also, as you saw, I have to kill everyone and locate the creature.
And save a panda.
Yeah.
They need to be saved.
But this is a pretty long mission. Honestly, the hardest missions of the... Oh,
Thank you.
there we go. Whew. Yeah, we definitely have to be careful to kill everyone here. Honestly, the hardest mission in Not a Hero and in this category is definitely not the last one, but the one before that. Because there is so many ways to make this mission fail or this quest fail, as we will see. Okay, deal with that. I have the Speed Lord upgrade. Pretty useful to instantly throw the 2 shots of the shotgun. Bam bam. There we go. We just rescue Benny Lord, and now we just need to finish everyone, and there we go.
I went back up inside the building because wait for the kill everyone to get green.
As we said, if Chfou didn't wait that the kill everyone was blinking, if he didn't wait to that, even if every enemy is dead, that will not validate the subquest, and you have to redo the entire level. So yeah, that's a really stupid way to lose a round, and that shit basically happens to every runner who try this category. We are back with Kimi and this mighty katana. And also, as you will see, 25 ammo in this Uzi. This is why it's pretty useful in this very big room like that. Just have to spray all of your weapons to deal with every enemy run at you. When there is some doors, Mike is, as Chfou say, when there is a lot of door, Mike is useful to use the door itself to tackle enemy by shooting the door. So,
no.
Oh no, you destroyed so many aquarium.
Red guy, so he woke up and killed me.
Oh damn it. I think it's just in this level that we will saw the ricochet. I don't remember the name of this upgrade. And a pretty insane upgrade of the ammo that we have the weapons that we don't saw a lot. Anyway, we will speak of it later. 1 second still. Those guys getting back. In this mission, we have once again to kill everyone. So let's deal with those guys at the right. So you can also hide yourself during levels behind obstacles. But honestly, the fastest way to make yourself invincible is to sliding. About the slide itself,
Come on.
Oh
no!
Once again, he just flew at you by going from the ladder. And this one is not fair, not easy.
I was in the middle of an execution and the 2 white guys show up right in front of the stairs and shot me. That's why I died.
As you saw, all of those rooms in those aquariums levels are connected one to each other with ladders. And of course, because Kimi deal a lot of sound with the UZ, every single enemy know where you are and rush at you. So it's also pretty dangerous moments to pass when you have to. Yeah, going back to all of the. Oh yeah, the hot shot. So the hot shot is a very powerful upgrade because everyone will die in one hit with the hot shot, and it's gone. Anyway.
Upgrades to your ammo only last for one. Just for one.
There we go. Ricochet. This is what I'm speaking about. Ricochet is so funny because that make all of the weapons bouncing to walls. So I cap. Okay, remains the very last quest to kill everyone in this level. This is a pretty big level. Pretty big area. And there we go.
And we're up for the last level of the game.
Yeah.
The last.
This one was probably the hardest level of this game. So in this level, we will face the last boss of this game's Unagi or Akemi. I mean Akemi Unagi, and fight. This is time to Bunny Lord to fight. Unagi Akemi. So it's a pretty scripted mission, as you will see, because you have to protect Bunny Lord when he fights Akemi, and when there is shooter, you have to definitely shoot at her to help Bunny Lord to win this sword duel. Because if you don't do that, Akemi will kill the Bunny Lord, and that's a fail. That's a mission fail. So here we're waiting for another moment to shoot at her. And every spawn, the spawn of every enemy at this moment are 100% scripted. So you just have to wait in them like that, on the top of the ladder, and press shot everyone when they come. Ooh, that was close. And once again waiting those guys who coming from the sky. Oh, your shot. This fall. How many bullets Akemi can handle? She's basically
too much.
Yeah, she's basically a Terminator. And once again,
it should be the last wave of enemies. What? Oh, really?
What's happened? Oh no, you get hit from the. Oh.
I will try to get one hit. The second katana dash to go off, but it didn't.
Oh, that's bad. And as we said, there was no checkpoint at this missions, and because this one is pretty scripted, that's basically a huge time lost. But anyway, let's go again.
I'm not using picking up any more pickup, but I got the speed load, and that's what I want.
Nice. Yeah, the pickup can be pretty random, especially when they drop. But Speed Lord, especially with the huge loads of Akemi, is pretty useful to win time, especially when you have to throw to the huge load. I mean, from Kimi is especially useful, especially when you have to shoot at Akemi. So. And also to press shot every enemy comes from the ladder. So yeah, basically you have infinite ammo, but the reload, you have to reload your weapons when it's empty. So the only limited ammo that you have is your special weapon. For your special weapon, the katana, of course. So here, waiting for the next spawns. Yeah, I summon Speed Lord. There is some games like that, for example Castlevania 4, when you searching for one upgrade and not for the others. But here in Not a Hero, many upgrades are pretty useful, to be honest. Speedroll is very useful, for example, in these missions, but as we said, the Fat Boy is also pretty useful when you have to deal with many different floor, because this upgrade can make your weapon hit to another floor by making explosion.
I'm gonna take it slow for the next part because I really don't want to die again. Because I would have to redo the whole fight once more.
Oh yeah, and that will be a huge time lost.
Yes. And I will go overestimate if it's the case. Oh, so it's spot guys. I still need to kill all the fish tanks. I'm gonna wait for him, get one more katana kill, then do this like this. The squad showed up on the windows. I need to be careful on the ninja on the left.
Oh yeah, because as we said, ninja are one hit KO. No matter how many HP you have, if you get hit by the katana,
and
that's the end.
time is now.
GG. Pretty good run, except of this this very last unfortunate death when you get the execution on the wrong side of an enemy, and because of that you get hit by another one. That was very fast because Kimi can shoot during an executions, but you have definitely to be in the good side of an enemy to shoot the enemy coming from the right way. That's definitely what happens wrong in these missions.
And the game punishes you very hard if you don't have a good execution.
Oh
miss
yeah,
something. Just one mistake can cost you your life, and you have to redo the whole level.
This is basically, because of no checkpoints, this is basically one of the most punishing run you can imagine, because if you get killed, or if you miss only one thing at the end of a level, you have to redo all of the level, so it's basically run dead if you are on PV attempts. So, but something's really interesting to run if you search some adrenaline. Yeah, because as you saw, it's a pretty brutal one with a lot of executions. So GG, and now you're the mayor, the global.
You are global Megalord. Like you did
Megalord.
So well on your campaign that even people not in this town voted for you to be a global Megalord. Even Bunnylord doesn't know what a global Megalord is. But
and you saved the world.
Yes, the world is saved because the Bunnylord from the future, but the future after the one that the Bunnylord there came from, just tells us that yes, everything is alright now. And they got a super discount on these sunglasses he has. A
good recompense. So, well, that was not a hero.
Not a hero.
GG Chfou. So, I think I hope you appreciate this pretty run. That's on Switch, by the way, so don't hesitate to pick up a nice
console possible, like Switch, PC, PS4.
Yeah, and we are probably out. I think the next runs will be the Hyper Light Drifter with not only the same graphics, but not the same gameplay at all. So we are basically out, I think. See you in the marathon.
Okay.